My name is Magdalena SEVCIKOVA. I come from Slovakia. I am a Lutheran theologian. Ecumenical dialogue is a necessity because the Church is not one formally, and in many ways sometimes in conflict in front of the world. So when we want to have the common mission, and when we want to give some idea to people that we are followers of Christ, who gave us his legacy to be one and also to love one another, I think it is necessary for all the churches not to pretend that the others are not here, but I think in a basic teaching and practice of all the churches we should have ecumenical intentions. Yeah, it's a difficult question. I think the hardest part of it is the great variety. Yes, that we really attend not only some basic, let's say, basic streams of Christianity like Orthodoxy, Catholic Church, and Protestantism, but also inevitably in the 21st century we have to realize that we have millions of individuals. So everybody comes with his own story, and we want to take everything into account. So how to really be respectful to everything and to everybody and to all the things. So I think it really makes the movement and maybe some concrete decisions a little difficult. But in general, I think also that there's some kind of maybe pessimism of people who have been active in ecumenical movements for many years, and they maybe me, for example, I am one of those who I was watching how many wonderful agreements have been made among the churches, and sometimes there is always like but, and a great but. So I'm sorry for all these kind of buts, and I would like to omit them. Well, I think that the greatest obstacle for ecumenical feeling and ecumenical attitudes is to be superficial. So when you are superficial towards your own faith, when you are Lutheran but you don't know anything about being Lutheran, when you are Orthodox and you have no idea what it means to go to the liturgy, and when you are Catholic, and so on, you probably know just very superficial, most of the time very conflicting matters. And it is so the first step would be to know your own spiritual home very well. So to study is not difficult today, to find information, to go and to find communities and or internet if nothing else, and then pastors and so on. So firstly, to know well my teaching and my practice, and if we are well grounded in what we believe, that I think we would be closer, like, I mean, it's necessary, yes. And then when we learn about the others, and I have to quote my professor Hinlicky, who taught me and who was a wonderful ecumenist, he said that when you are good in your dialogue under these conditions, when you are able to speak about the teaching of the other church so well that if they heard you, they would say, oh, he is even better understanding our own church than us. So if we understand the other church, then we can go into some debates and maybe then to think about our problems with the other denominations. I think it's gorgeous. It's really magnificent. All the idea and the intention of the Congress was great, because to put all these great anniversaries together, it is a testimony, yes, to the world, that how much it means for us to respect the others, because when Orthodox and Catholics are commemorating Reformation, then we also all realize that we belong to the place, like we belong to Lublin, which has 700 years, and so we serve the country, we serve a place where we live together, and also the wonderful education institution like your university. So I think it is a great great endeavor and simply great action, and I think it is very successful. Very many people and yes, representatives of many churches together, praying together, thinking together, listening together.